Station, this is Sevenoaks, and Nick Patrick here with about 450 very excited students.
Hi, Nick. Hope you're doing well out there, and we look forward to talking to all the students, and welcome on board the International Space Station.
Thank you very much, Scott. It looks like you're all having a lot of fun up there. I wish I was with you, as I think there's everybody down here. We have many students who've got great questions for you. If there's anything you'd like to start with first, though, we'd love to hear a little bit about what your day has been like up on station.
Well, so far today it's around 2:30 in the afternoon, so most of our day is over. And on the Russian segment, the cosmonauts are preparing for a spacewalk we have tomorrow. And over here on the U.S. segment, most of the day I think has been spent doing kind of routine maintenance. But pretty soon, Paolo and Cady will be flying the space station robot arm in anticipation of grappling the Japanese cargo ship that'll be here next week.
It sounds like things are busy and very interesting. Could you take a minute to introduce to us each of the crew members behind you and beside you, Scott?
Yeah, to my right is Sasha Kaleri, and to my left, Oleg Skripochka. And we came up here on the 24 Soyuz and got here in October. And this is Oleg's first flight and Sasha's fifth flight, I believe. And during this time, I think he'll go over 2 years in space.
Not yet, but
he's soon.
700 days.
Yeah, soon, 700 days. And behind me to my right is Paolo Nespoli. He's an ESA astronaut, and this is his second flight. Dima Kondratyev. Behind me is the commander of 25 Soyuz, and they, all three of them, including Cady Coleman, got up here about a month ago, and Cady is a American astronaut, and this is her third flight into space.
It's good to see you all looking so very well. I think with that, we have many eager students who have questions for you, so we'll pass the mic around down here, and I'll hand over to them.
Hi, my name is Edmund Borted. I'm 17 years old, and this is a question for Scott. What are the resulting logistical implications that you have to deal with due to the switch between the American space shuttles and the Russian rockets?
Well, certainly the shuttle provides a pretty significant upmass capability to launch cargo that is both pressurized cargo, meaning it's inside a pressurized volume and for the inside of the space station, and also unpressurized cargo for the outside. And the other very significant capability it has is the ability to bring things home, specifically large items. And so when we retire the space shuttle, we do lose some of that capability, although, between the Russian progress, which is very reliable, and a Japanese and European resupply vehicle, and hopefully soon some commercial vehicles, will have the capability to continue to resupply the space station, but also have, in addition to the small amount of cargo a Soyuz can bring home, some of these commercial vehicles may, demonstrate an ability to bring larger volumes of cargo back to the Earth, science experiments or stuff that we need to refurbish on the ground and fly again. So it makes things more challenging, but, between all the international partners, it's a challenge that we will surely meet.
Hi, my name is Victoria Robson and I'm 11 years old. I have a question for Alexander. What time zone are you in, and do you keep track of the time zone changes?
You see, it's a difficult problem because participants of ISS project locates from Japan to the United States. So during the designing of the station, all international partners had an agreement to use on board space station and for controlling the International Space Station Greenwich Mean Time. So we are living in London time zone. We never changed this zone this time, except some not time, but our activities and sleeping zones during the special activities like EVAs, like dockings with shuttle, Soyuz, Progress, and so on. And we never changed the time even in winter or summer seasons.
Hi, my name is Ishan Patel and I'm 14 years old. I have a question for Oleg. How do you keep enough air for 8 months and where do you store it?
I see. So we normally use oxygen generators to provide oxygen for breathing. So generator provides oxygen by water separating into hydrogen and oxygen. So and we use oxygen for breathing, and cargo vehicles provide nitrogen and oxygen for station atmosphere as well.
Very good.
Hello, my name is Nicholas McCarthy. I'm 14 years old, and my question is for Cady. Which way is up or down on the space station?
Well, it all depends on your point of view, because, you know, it doesn't really matter if I want to talk to you. I can be up here or I can be on my side. And what's kind of interesting, I think, for us is that it depends. You know, right now I'm looking at the camera, and to me it looks like the camera's on the floor. But, of course, I look like I'm on the ceiling for you. So we adjust our meaning of up or down depending on what we want to work on and what are the most convenient places to hang on or be in a good position to do that work. It's pretty fun.
Hello, my name is Jonathan. I'm 14 years old and I have a question for Dmitry. Are there any long-term injuries that can be sustained from being in space? For example, pressure buildup. And if you have a serious injury in space, how do you deal with it?
Yes, we are all humans, and we can be injured or get sick here on the station. And but we need to stay here to provide experiments, to do a lot of other things. And here on the station, we have several means, special means to treat ourselves. And of course, we have capability to talk to doctors on the ground. And if someone has a serious injury, so we have a space vehicle to get us to the ground, but it's the worst case scenario, and we hope it won't happen with us.
Hello, my name is Amanda May. I'm 13, and my question is for Paolo. How do you use the toilet without gravity?
Yes, Amanda, yes. We are human after all, and we need to use it to eat and to use the toilet. Well, we use the toilet in the same way we use it on the ground. We sit on it. But the problem there, it's a technical problem, is that here without gravity, things tend to float around. So we have, the toilet is a special one that has some kind of electrical suction, or there is a fan in there. They kind of draw the things inside and keeps them inside, things that you don't want to be floating around around you.
Hi, my name is Matthew Matra and I'm 16, and my question's for Scott. what is day-to-day life like on the station?
Well, it's all the days are different. We're very busy here, so we generally get up around 6 in the morning, and I try to go to sleep, sometimes between 10 and 11 o'clock at night. And, most days are spent probably doing, one of three things, either scientific experiments, and we have over 130 of them operating on board the space station during this increment, or kind of general maintenance activities you have to do just on a weekly or monthly basis, kind of like housekeeping or taking care of your living environment and the equipment on board. And the other major activity we do is we fix things when things break, and they inevitably do, but we're prepared to fix them. And the other thing we spend a lot of time doing is exercise. We have various different types of exercise equipment, and we spend upwards of 2 hours a day doing exercise, and we have to do that practically every day to avoid the negative effects on our bodies of microgravity.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Shaw, and I'm 12 years old. My question is for Alexander. In 10 years' time, what do you think we will do in space that we do on Earth today?
The space station, it's a very interesting place. We are living and working here, and it looks like a big house. Maybe, I don't know, it's very similar to the Earth, maybe in polar areas, sea Arctic or Antarctic. Here we have email, for example. We can use IP phone, and we can ring out to anybody on the Earth who has a phone. So phone calls are not a problem for us. We can watch movie, we can see some TV translations, and so on. Of course, we don't need, say, cell phones here, because it's much easier to find out somebody visually and not looking him by cell phone, and so on. So I think that now we use in our living here and working, we can use many of decisions on the ground, and I think that it will be the same situation maybe in 10 years in time. It's my opinion. But if we'll have to utilize the space station, maybe not ISS, but a different station for another purposes, say not preferably for working, but maybe for vacation or for something else, for relaxation, for maybe tourism and so on. So they will have some other possibilities for comfortable life and so on. So. But I think it's possible to use the achievements and some things from the ground here. It's not a real technical problem.
ISS crew, this is Nick again. I'm told we're down to our very last 45 seconds or so. So thank you very much from all of us here at Sevenoaks. Alexander, Scott, Oleg, Paolo, Dima, and Cady, for taking time out of your busy day to answer our questions. It's really been a wonderful event. Thank you.
You're welcome, Nick, and enjoyed your questions. They were all really good, and have a great day there at Sevenoaks.
До свидания.
Station, this is Houston ACR. That concludes the event. Thank you.